Tuesday, December 5th, 2023, 8:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything is fine. She is going through the usual response. She had 4 triggers today throughout the day. And at first, it looked like she was handling them perfectly well. Everything was absolutely fine. I would say that this is a new tool. It is a passive dissociation response. It looks like passive dissociation. It's all the symptoms of dissociation without the actual dissociating. She forgot that she took a final today and she got a 100 in the final. That memory was gone. She forgot all 4 of her triggers that she encountered today. She responded as if there were no triggers. She has a current temperature right now of 100.94 Fahrenheit. I had her take her temperature. She did wake up this morning with a sore throat. She woke up this morning with a sore throat. The teacher told her to take Benadryl. And she went through, one moment, she forgot about her sweating. And we forgot that she woke up sick. So that makes me feel a lot better. And now she is throwing up, so it's not a vagal vascular episode. It looks like she legitimately does have a bug. That makes me feel a lot better. Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. I contacted the psychologist who is overseeing this case study with me, and she is safe. She is okay. I am just letting her know that. Okay. So she did wake up sick this morning. So she is sick now. In addition to being sick, she experienced 4 situations today where normally it would lead her into a full episode in triggers, but she didn't have any triggers. Everything seemed to be perfectly fine until about 7:20 tonight, when in the middle of her laughing, she suddenly cut out real quiet and completely changed the subject, and she experienced absolute no memory of the last 5 minutes from that point on. And then she suffered 5 memory gaps from 7:20 to 7:40. And that's when it looks like her stomach bug or her flu bug came back and she had to use the bathroom. So it looks like we are dealing with a basic physical bug in addition to her, what looks like a dissociation response with her memory gaps, but it's passive. And this is where I've never seen a subconscious mind behave in a dissociative manner without actually dissociating. When a subconscious mind starts to dissociate, it completely shuts down. There's no emotion response, or there's depression response. Sometimes there's emotional numbness. Instead, her euphoric, happy behavior continued as if nothing had changed. And I'm beginning to think that the subconscious mind is very much not just sentient, but an individual, a highly logical individual. because her subconscious mind today was trying to hide from me. It is as if it created a new tool that was custom tailored to fit what I wanted. And I watched the subconscious mind pick up a new technique and learn something new. It did its tactics of amnesia. That's normal. But I've never seen amnesia take place in the middle of a laughing episode while the identity and conscious awareness remain fully intact, as if it were driving and having a full passive attack, a panic attack, but it was a passive panic attack. It was it was as if the subconscious mind custom tailored a new fear response to accommodate me and hide from me. And it learned, which means that the subconscious mind is not an AI. The subconscious mind is sentient. And because it's not part of our conscious awareness, I'm beginning to think very strongly that the subconscious mind is an actual individual with its own conscious awareness separate from ours, which is why we are not accessible to it. We can hear the feelings, the emotions, and the internal voices of all other 5 parts of our 6-part mental system except our subconscious mind. And based on its behavior today, it acted as if it had its own. So going forward, I'm going to assume that the subconscious mind is its own individual conscious awareness. And I'm going to be extra respectful of the subconscious mind. Because if it is its own sentient individual, it is very important that it's just treated with the utmost respect. Leia's perfectly fine. I've checked in with her. I'm still checking with her, and she is she's okay. She's happy. She's laughing. She just doesn't understand why she's happy and laughing, and she seems to have absolutely no memory of most of her day. All right. So I'm going to continue monitoring her progress, make sure she gets sleep. And I do have a meeting tomorrow with the psychologist to follow up. And the best thing right now for her is self-care. Make sure that she is getting her the fear, the soothing all taken care of, and just make sure she's feeling okay. It feels like an extension. I have been watching and tracking and studying the subconscious mind for 40 years. I have interviewed over thousands of cases. This is a new thing. And I haven't seen anything new from a subconscious mind in decades. And this particular behavior from the subconscious mind 100% looks like a custom tailored trick. Literally learned behavior to accommodate my own observations. It's like watching a chess game. It's like watching an algorithm for 40 years. It's exactly like watching an algorithm for 40 years. And for the first time after 40 years, the algorithm talks back. That's what this looks like. It's like that's exactly what this looks like. Is it looks like I've been studying this algorithm of ones and zeros for 40 years, and suddenly, after all of this time, it talks back. And I'm just going, and my mind is blown. So her memory loss is concerning. It's if she dissociated, if it was a regular episode, then dissociation would have followed, numbness, panic attacks, but none of those things occurred. She's just having bouts of amnesia. And every time I explained what happened, I watched her subconscious mind completely rewipe her memory. She's just not ready to remember the day. And this is where the subconscious mind requires significant gentleness, absolute significant gentleness. And when she's ready to remember, the subconscious mind will allow her to remember. If this were a traditional case, then she would have her ego, her conscious awareness, and her identity would not be present. Bottom line. A subconscious mind, when it takes over a mind, it's completely in control. I've never seen one be half in control. I've never seen a subconscious mind sit in the back seat. And usually, always, until now, always, the subconscious mind uses emotions like anger or fear or numbness and shuts down. It never uses happiness, euphoria, and authenticity, but it preserved her authenticity in this case. It allowed her her conscious awareness, and it allowed her her happiness and her joy and euphoria, even though it completely wiped her memory of everything else. I've never seen anything like this. I wouldn't say it's inconsistent. I would say it's a new step, almost like a new step in evolution. That's what it appears to be, is new evolution, like the next level. It's as if the subconscious mind leveled up before my eyes, which is why I'm doing this video at this hour, is because I watched her subconscious mind level up. It literally kicked the entire defense system up a notch, the entire fear system, so that it made sure her identity and conscious awareness remained in charge, even though she was experiencing a passive dissociative panic attack with significant amnesia and then blacking out, and later at 8:34 p.m., inability to focus. I will consult with the psychologist tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I think that's yeah, I think that's the best way to handle that. Okay. All right. Let's be really nice to our subconscious minds from now on. Let's be really nice to our subconscious minds.